Okay, here we go. Now watch it start echoing.
It's not going to echo.
Are you guys so blurry all the time?
We live in a trailer
And our internet sucks.
we're literally like, I'm gonna get us to listen. When I move into the new house, I'm gonna look into better internet. I'm thinking Starlink. I haven't decided yet. No joke, Starlink I think is having like somebody told me literally like yesterday it was $60 a month as like a promotional deal. You go straight to Starlink website. Just go do it.
Do you think that they would sponsor us?
Who?
Shoutouts.
Starlink?
Starlink. Starlene.
We just got to ask Elon.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go through him.
That's all right. What's wrong with him? Just wait till he gets on the podcast. He might review this. So
Right.
please speak kindly of our future guests.
Listen, have you ridden in a Tesla? Was that a yes? I rode in one of those Cybertrucks. That's the goofiest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's all electronic. By God, that thing is actually fun.
A Rivian?
No.
I rode in a Tesla truck.
Rivian's like the Chinese knockoff.
What's a Rivian? I've never even heard of that.
It's Rivian. It's not a Rivian.
VN vehicle. And by the way, I think they're cooler than Teslas. But
Sure they
Rivian,
are.
if you would like to sponsor us, we're looking.
I think only one of those is American made, though.
Oh yeah, you're probably not going to be allowed in this country. What? You guys, hi.
Hello.
Happy
How are you?
Friday. I'm so good. It's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on a Friday. Pointers Pods checking in.
So late. I'm so tired.
And we're just getting started.
What
That's good.
what time does Joe Rogan do his podcast?
Kind of whenever.
Seriously?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll do it at night.
So people do it consistently. I try to do it consistently, but we have to work around Tyler's schedule. The fact that you're here is...
Yeah, seriously, I have zero time. I have zero free time. I'm sacrificing
We know,
sleep to
Tyler.
get here.
Tyler, your in-laws are in town.
Yeah?
Your kids, I'm sure, are tucked away in bed. All 4 of them are
Yeah.
just sleeping soundly.
Yeah.
No screens, no modern media needed.
No, that only makes things worse. And then big
Just
news.
straight up and reading books.
Big news. The pole barn is
You're
framed
pregnant.
up.
I have seen that on Instagram. What is
Did she
going
really
on
post
with
that?
the...
Did she
She
post
posted
it?
it, yeah.
The framing?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's framed up.
I know what's going on before you do.
No
because your
joke.
wife
Well,
put it on Instagram.
so they started yesterday. They dropped off all the materials and all came on like one hay trailer, right? It was crazy. It all fit on a hay trailer.
The Amish people? These are Amish people building your barn, yes?
The Mennonites.
The Mennonites.
Like they're using power tools. Like they have a Milwaukee's. I don't even know if they're actually Mennonite anymore because, I think they might just be like descendants of the Mennonites. They still had an accent.
Wait a second.
From the
Can you do a
Versailles
Mennonite
area.
from the Versailles?
Yeah.
Not Versailles.
In Missouri, it's Versailles.
Yeah.
So anyways, so on Thursday, what we had to do was we had to have a level spot before these guys came. They don't do concrete. We had to have a level spot and we had to have the concrete piers set up for them, right? And we did everything on 12-foot centers. It's kind of like the old style pole barn, not the new style where there's, 30 by 40 and it's all open, right? So so I had Luke, my little renter and helper, him and Sean, his boss, came in and they dug 2-foot wide by 3-foot deep piers, concrete piers. And then we filled it full of concrete. And I gave them these plans because they gave me the plans. They said, and it was this guy sketched it on a piece of notepad. It was hilarious. It was circle, line, 12 feet, circle, line. It was hilarious. I should show you sometime. Anyways, long story short is when me and him were doing this, like literally over 2 months ago, when he was giving me these sketches, I remember now, he gave me a sketch and then he goes about an hour later, he goes, "Hey, I forgot a couple things. Here's a revised sketch." So within that hour, I'd already forwarded the original sketch to Luke and them.
In the mail or like a carrier pigeon sent you this?
Yeah. Email.
Smoke.
You use email?
That's why I'm not really sure what's going on. I just know that they have a Dutch accent. So anyways, long story short is, so we had all of our piers. we had our spot leveled, had all our piers in, but the revised one that I forgot to send to Luke had 2 extra piers in the front for a door, right? So we had to have 2 piers, put the post on to hang the door on. Short story long, Thursday comes along and the guy's there and he's taking off. There's 2 guys it's just him and another guy, and they're doing this. And he calls me. He's like, "Hey, you're missing 2 piers." And I go, "Okay." And I was like, "Where?" And he goes, "For the doors, just right in the front there. Can you get some concrete in there for us?" And I said, "Maybe. When do you need it by?" He said he needs it there by Monday.
Like 2 days from
Today's
now?
Friday. They were there yesterday. He said, "Don't worry. If you could dig some holes and get it in there, we'll frame. I'll frame. They'll put a little frame around it, and then we could pour it today." Well, I called the concrete company thinking if they have a hot load, which means active concrete, right, before it settles in their truck, like if they have extra coming back from a job. I called the concrete because they're like right down the hill. I said, "Hey, if you got anybody coming back with more concrete, just send it by my house. I'll pay for a whole yard or something." Nobody had anything. So it gets about 2:00 this afternoon, and Dad said he's going home. And I go, "Okay, here's the deal. Looks like we're doing bagged concrete this time." So with bagged concrete, it's either 60-pound or 80-pound bags is what you get. 80-pound bags are just what they are. They're heavier bags of concrete. And so you calculate it out on the internet how much you need. I thought we needed 10 bags. Luckily, Luke calls me on the way back from work, he says, and was asking me about it. He went to MFA, which is the local feed store where I get all my...
What's it stand for? Meta Feed Association.
No, it should be Missouri Farmers Association.
Yeah.
Missouri Farmers, I think.
But they're just MFA. Anyways, they have everything. Everything you'd ever want.
Kind of a union.
It's kind of wild. Short story long. We are now mixing concrete by hand to fill in these piers. Last night, we have a post hole digger that goes off the back of the tractor that runs off the PTO. Me and Dad were trying to do it. It wouldn't go in the ground. So we had to put it on the ground where they marked it for us. We put it on the ground and it just sit there and spin. So Dad has to take the skid steer, come up and put down pressure on it just so it would work. I'm like, it's just getting more ridiculous by the minute. And so we get down when we're digging these piers, we're digging down these piers. I'm hitting rocks. I'm hitting all kinds of stuff. It looks like this thing is everything's about to break. Like, I feel like my tractor is going to break because it's hitting rocks and it's just shaking and vibrating real bad. Anyways, we make it to like bedrock. And I said, that's as far as we're going. That's fine. We do this last night in the dark just to get ready for concrete today. I end up taking off work early. We come home. My in-laws are in town. Next thing you know, we have the skid steer bucket by our well, our hydrant. And Luke is pouring in 80-pound bags of concrete into the skid steer bucket. I'm with a shovel and a hoe, and Dad's watering it like he's watering his tomato plants. He's going, and we're getting this thing. We're mixing concrete by hand. I've never done it before because I was like, I never really had a reason to. We never used concrete. We did everything on dirt floors. So we're going over there, and no joke, we literally just pull the skid steer up, and they're shoveling concrete into these holes for these piers that they framed up. They made these little square frames that sit on top of the ground. So the part about this, though, is that I calculated wrong. We needed more than 10 bags. Shocked and appalled.
Not that shocked.
So we needed more than 10 bags. So we ran short. We figured this out pretty quick. And I was like, well, we don't have any time to go run and get new bags. This stuff's already probably starting to set up. So Luke says, he asks, "Hey, you got any rocks around here?" I was like, "Luke, look around you. This place is all rock. Like, there's more rock than dirt down here."
It is literally bed.
No, it's like, whatever. Anyways, so they're taking rocks and they're putting them and they're shoving them down in these holes through the concrete.
You're kidding. No, they are not,
Yeah,
Tyler.
rocks in there.
You are a liar.
No, they're putting
Like what, with like a jackhammer?
No,
like
no,
a sledgehammer? Like,
no,
what
no,
are you
no.
doing?
They just take a big rock and they put it on the hole and then they push it down with one of the hose or the shovels and they push as far down as they go to make up room. So the concrete would go to the top of those pier or the frames.
That's so genius. Okay, that's so genius. I thought you meant that you were crushing up rock to make concrete. No, that is freaking genius.
Yeah, and so it.
Your boys were really smart, actually.
So we ended up putting probably 8 to 10, well, probably 6 or 8 of these rocks that are like this big. Some of them were a little bigger, some were smaller, and just shoving them down in this concrete. And because if you think about it, concrete is basically us trying to make rock technically.
It's liquid
That's
rock.
where I thought you were going.
And now
That's insane.
the composition of rocks vastly differ from rock to rock. Anyways, so that's what we were doing literally from like 3:30 till 6:30 tonight. So
And that's why you're so busy. Too busy to jump on a pod until 9.
yeah, it's ridiculous. Gretchen took a few pictures of it, so hopefully they'll be loaded
Now-
up there.
I'm sure they're already
There
on
was-
Instagram.
There was something in that discussion that was that Ava.
That's Ava.
Hey, but what are you still doing up?
Ava, it's bedtime.
What are you
Benji-
holding up? Here, real quick. Come here and say hi to your uncles. Come here real quick. She's like, oh, I hate this spotlight. Oh, I love this spotlight.
Hi, Ava.
Ava!
Hi,
Hey, tell them what
Hi.
you watched tonight.
What'd you watch?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
And who's real cute. Who was real cute in that movie?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Devin Sawa. Devin
Oh.
Sawa. This is like 90's Halloween movie gold. Like Christina Ricci. I wanted to be her.
It's the
Anyway.
second time she said Christina Ricci's name.
Well,
I
yeah,
still
only-
don't know who that is.
You don't know? Well, oh, okay. I don't know who that first person was. Christina Ricci? You don't know Christina Ricci?
Devin Sawa? Oh
I
my
don't
God.
think she's
I don't know
bad.
Devin Sawa.
I don't think she's a bad person at all. I don't know her.
She is 100
Yes.
What does that mean?
because it's a person who keeps it 100.
Yeah.
Which is,
It's like cool.
is it like 6, 7?
No,
It's
keep it 100.
6, 7.
On the land, the sea,
That's what I said.
the
6 or
sky.
7.
And then you have to pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. And this is not milking a cow. I just realized.
I don't know how we went
Oh.
so wrong in so little time.
We did.
I
We
know.
need to bring
Isn't
that.
that amazing? That's good. Okay, wait. So let's go back. So
But there was one thing I wanted to point out. Tyler specifically said something about how you were using the skid steer to lower to help get the auger down, right?
Yeah.
Which is interesting because you had just finished telling me that you had broke the hydraulics on said skid steer.
No, it was on the grapple bucket. There's hydraulic lines that plug into quick connect into your skid steer.
Yes.
I literally ripped those lines into the other day.
So for
why do you? Oh, go ahead.
For those of
Please.
you who are listening to this, we have
Like
a
a-
common saying in this family. If it ain't broke, it ain't ours. Now, that saying has actually kind of irked me a little bit because it's like, well, why does all of our equipment keep breaking? So we have a new saying. If it ain't broke, Tyler hasn't used it yet.
You guys don't use it. Nobody uses the equipment except for me. So obviously, statistically, anecdotally, whatever other sciencey term you want to
Mhm,
use,
mhm. How
But
many
that's-
times have I knocked off the treads on the skid steer?
I don't know how many.
That'd be a big old goose egg. How many times have you?
I don't know, Connor.
How many times have you used it, Connor?
Every winter.
Because I'm also at 0, but I've used it.
That's
I
right.
use it. I use it when we're working wood.
Your logic is flawed.
Is what?
Your logic is flawed.
We are off to a. You can tell it. Tell it's almost 9:30.
Yeah, you can tell it's like we've had a couple beverages on a 9 o'clock on a Friday night. But we blame you, Tyler. So if the fans like us more, if they hate us, we blame you.
Yeah.
We
You know.
Although the last podcast we did, it was in the middle of the day, but boy, was I feeling no pain on that one.
Dude, I was tired.
It was really fun. Speaking of that podcast, my friends are so hilarious because, love my friends. Thank you. Shout out. Friends, you know who you are. But they listen to the podcast and they say, Connor has an amazing radio voice. This is not surprising. I mean, have you seen his face?
I have been told I have a face for radio.
And then they said, Tyler sounds exactly like our dad.
No,
Yeah.
that is Tim
And
Allen off of.
I've said the more I drink and wherever I am located. So I'm in Winnetka, Illinois now. So I think I am probably more concise and clear with my words. In Loose Creek, I'm like, I start to go like, get a little hick. I got a little hick. Tyler,
You turn into
Connor.
Reese Witherspoon from Sweet Home Alabama. Like as soon as you get home, it's like, here comes the Southern drawl. You know what I'm talking about? I'll tell you what.
If I had a movie to describe my life and myself, it would be Sweet Home
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, because I still did marry the city boy. Guys, look, I have my little cooler
Is it pointed
next
right?
to me, so I don't have to wait. So I don't have to make anybody get me my beers.
Smart. That
Well,
is smart.
Isn't Ian like in the next room?
Ian is taking care of 3
No,
very small
I'm
children, I believe,
downstairs.
at this time.
Oh, Tyler, yeah, you haven't been to my house. So this is the dining room. Is upstairs tending to the children. He's like, oh, you have to babysit. I'm like, yeah, you're the dad. Oh, but Ava and Ian are going on daddy-daughter camping trip tomorrow, right, Ava? She's like right here. She's naughty.
Yeah.
And they're going to Wisconsin.
Canson.
Are they?
They're going to Wisconsin.
Surely they're
in
not tent
cabins.
camping.
Did you guys ever do like a YMCA camp?
No, we Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, we were
Did
Boy
you-
Scouts.
Right. But now it's America's Scouts of America.
Scout.
Scouting America, because you can't say boys or girls anymore.
Which is funny because the Girl Scouts never had to change their name. Girl Scouts, they stay the way
is
they are,
true.
but Boy Scouts are just they just call them the Scouts now. And honestly, I mean, I think even our local
It's
troop,
kind of cooler.
our local troop actually had a girl go through, and she had more merit badges than any of the other boys that went through.
This is not surprising. Girls are just better at all things.
So what's our pointer for today? Just gonna immediately
Anywho,
axe that one.
it was so funny because so this is with kind of like the North Shore Chicago girls and their dads, and some dads are like Ian. Well, actually, Ian's from Manhattan, but he's like super country, and he gets more and more country as he gets older. And he's like, I just want to be outside. I want to hunt. I want to fish. I want to be outside, and I don't want to be in the city ever. Don't want to be around people. But not everybody around here is like that. You got a lot of rich guys. I'm like, I'm in finance, blue eyes, 6'5", wear some vests. Well, Ian wears a lot of vests. Anywho, I wouldn't call them like outdoorsy folk. But they're all going on this camping trip, and with their daughters, daddy-daughter camping trip. It's with the YMCA. And you sleep in cabins, and you do kayaking, archery, other things, probably like rope climbing, probably
You can do a
trust
little bit of the old-
falls.
A little shooting.
No, archery, but no guns allowed. These kids are like 7,
Then they
and
missed like 2 years of proper gun training. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. You can shoot a deer when
Definitely.
you're 6.
You can.
I thought it was 10.
No. Gretchen wants it to be 10.
See, that's where I'm getting my information.
I don't get any much information from her. She says you can only own 3 guns. You can't shoot a deer till you're 10. You can't drive a 4-wheeler until you're 16. You can't.
Bad idea.
What else can't you do? There's a lot of rules. I'll try and write
Do
them.
you know that the founder? Do you know the founder of the Lending Club? How I know this, I'm not sure. He just passed away because he died on an ATV accident on his farm, on his property.
That's a real thing.
Think about this. Tyler, do you remember when you flipped your 4-wheeler? When you were like 13, you came in, you were so sad. You were crying. You were like,
Yeah.
I flipped my 4-wheeler, fell on my head. And you know what I probably did? I was probably like,
Yeah, you walked home.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
yeah, you walked home.
Just put your eye back in your socket. You'll be fine.
I'll never forget it. It was traumatizing. 4-wheeler landed on top of me.
I do not remember this.
But
That's
it's a small 4-wheeler, so.
Wait, was this your racing 4-wheeler?
No, that was the 250. 4-wheelers are way more dangerous than dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Because a 4-wheeler, if you flip it or fall off of it, it follows you because it's just kind of how it works. But a dirt bike, if you fall off of it, it'll go one way or the other and land on its side, right? But a 4-wheeler will flip, and that's what's dangerous about it.
I think we should just like not
Dude,
down 4-wheelers.
But they're fun.
I had
So much fun, Katie.
remember we had a kid die in high school from a 3-wheeler accident. Now 2 years older. 2 years older.
Austin?
And then no, he died in a car wreck.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the car wreck.
But then yeah, Kramer died. He got he
Mm,
has brain swell. I think he had to go in a helicopter up to the hospital.
he did. That's right. Now I remember that. That was scary.
From a 3-wheeler or 4-wheeler?
4-wheeler.
That was
He fell
4-wheeler.
off the back. They were drinking, and he was on the back, and whoever was driving hit the gas. Just joking around, and he fell off and hit his head.
90. I feel like I'm gonna throw this BS statistic out, but I bet it's like 90% of all ATV accidents, alcohol is involved in some way, shape, or form.
Connor, that is a terrible
But
statistic.
Tyler, you were young. I don't know how old you were, but you were young when you got in a wreck. And I remember you came in and you came to me. Well, I was like in the living room. I think I was the first person you saw, and we didn't wear helmets. And you were like crying. I don't think I've ever seen you cry in my life. And I feel bad because I probably should have been like, oh my God.
Yeah, you
And
should
I
have.
probably was like,
should've.
You were like, get over it.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. I remember.
He'll always remember that.
You'll always remember it. And when I'm on my deathbed, you're gonna be like, you're fine.
Just get over it.
Yeah, but like agriculture is literally the most. I thought it was the most dangerous. Is it the most dangerous occupation as far as accidents per capita?
No.
Or is it
I think
somewhere
it's
kids?
still
A lot of
like-
kids die.
I was gonna say it's probably like deep sea fishing, like crabbing, or working on an oil rig, or logging.
Yeah, that stuff. It's working with like the machinery and the materials is
I
probably
work around.
the
I have
most.
PTO shafts, which are like super killers. I have.
What is that? What is that? Explain it.
Well, it's on the back of your tractor. On the back of a tractor, it's your power takeoff.
What's PTO? PTO I think of as paid time off.
No, it's power takeoff. And what it is, it's this little, it's literally looks like a gear shaft, like that, I guess. It has little ribs in it. And it spins. All it does is it spins. It uses the tractor transmission to spin, right? Well, that's what you hook your implements up to. So you have this PTO shaft that hooks to your implement to a gearbox, and you put it on your tractor and you lock it in there. It just spins, but it's this long shaft that's behind your tractor. Well, what happens is if you get people have gotten around it and their shirts will get caught on it or something, it wraps you up, and the tractor has so much horsepower, even a small tractor, people die all the time if they don't lose an arm, if they don't get critically injured. Jay Versoyce's dad died by PTO shaft. Kids die not all the time, but kids die because if kids are around her and I don't let anybody near a PTO shaft. I'll tell you the most dangerous thing I think I'm using right now is we have a grinder mixer, and that's what you make feed with.
Oh, that thing is dangerous as hell.
It's a big machine. It has a big old thing on the back. You got to show a picture sometime, but it grinds your corn. So corn comes shelled. So they take it off the cob, and it's dried out, and it has this big box on the front that has these little metal.
You talking about the auger?
No, I'm talking about the front thing, but I'm getting to it. So it's got to spin real fast, and it has these hammers on it, and they're little rectangles, right? And there's hammers, and they beat that corn, and it cracks them, it crushes them, and then it goes through a screen, right? Well, in the front of this, there's a wheel this big, and it has 6 belts on it, and this wheel, it looks like a bicycle wheel kind of, but it's like really heavy duty metal. I have a PTO shaft going at PTO speed, which I don't have a tach, so tachometer to show my RPMs. So I just open her wide open on the tractor. It's a 60-some horse tractor. That PTO shaft is spinning as fast as it can go. This wheel is spinning as fast as you can go. I was like, there's so many spinning parts, and I don't have a cage on it. They usually come. They didn't have one when I bought it. And I'm like, this is a death trap. This is how people die.
Oh yeah.
That's how you're gonna die.
Dude, it's the most dangerous thing ever. I'm very careful, but
There was this one time I remember we were working on it, and you were having me monitor some level, and I look up and I see there's this like, is it the big arm that's on it, like it was swinging towards you, and I just remember yelling at you, just like, Tyler, you just like looked up and you ducked out of the way and you caught it. Because that's it was
the auger arm.
Oh yeah, the auger arm was swinging, and I'm like, oh my God.
Our auger that comes off of it that you dump the feed when you make your feed, you mix it all together for pigs is what it is. It's split in half. So if you need an extension on it, and so I had that extension up, but I didn't have it locked. And so if that thing comes at you, like, it doesn't happen except for when Connor's there, like that would have smoked me.
I might be the jinx. I haven't decided yet.
But yeah, there's all kinds of death traps on the farm.
Yeah.
And then I'm just thinking in that skid steer, you cannot see behind you, right?
No, you cannot.
So I have people, I tell Gretchen, take the kids to the house or something. can't be.
Yeah.
I can't see anybody in there.
If we're working it, I'm always making sure I'm like, I'll be like, it's like, I'll just be like, all right, I got the kids. And I'll be like, I want every single one of you holding my hand or an arm on me. Cause I'm like, no. I don't want any of you to run off because they will.
Yeah. Skid steers, tractors will flip over. A tractor will
God,
flip. If you
yeah.
put too much weight on the front,
I did that
It-
once.
yeah, it'll pick your back tires up on, if it's a small tractor, it's not a
Yeah.
big tractor.
Now, when the previous owner had it, I actually was loading the hay bale, but I was downhill, got it, and as I was lifting it up, it just went down like that. And I couldn't get it out. Thankfully, he was nearby, and he's like, I'll just pull you out.
That's how Tom Borgmeyer died.
That is how Tom Borgmeyer died.
It's like we know a person in the town that has died of farming accidents all the time.
This is a very uplifting episode.
That's crazy you said that. I was thinking about Tom Borgmeyer this week because we went to the babysitter with his daughter, Kimberly, and Cody, who is one of your grades. Year older than Tyler?
No, Cody's my age. Cody and I graduated together.
That's right. And I remember being at the babysitter and like talking to Kimberly about how her dad got killed
What?
by a tractor. Yes.
Wait, when did you
I
talk
don't
to
know.
Kimberly?
We were like 6. We were like
So you're
6.
talking about way back when. I thought you're like the last time you were, like when we did the podcast this last time. I'm like, when did you go talk to
She made
No,
it sound like
you know how
that.
you
That's
have
her
like
fault.
you know how you have these core memories,
Yeah.
and mine is at Marita's, our babysitter. All 3 of us were at the babysitter. By the way, let's talk about the babysitter for a second.
Yeah.
This was the shit. So she's a grandma, and basically she babysat all of her grandchildren plus some extras
All
because we
3
are
of
not
us.
her
All
grand.
of us. I don't even know how that got started.
And there was a lot of us there, but it was great because some of her grandchildren were older than us. So, well, definitely you guys. But for me, I had like Bridget and Danny. Like I had shout out, you know who you are. And they're like 3 or 4 years older than me, and they taught me how to live. They taught me life. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna say it. They taught me what a period was because mom didn't tell me about it.
Jeez.
Oh god.
They would okay, get this. They would pick us up by walking, not driving, pick us up, the older girls, from Immaculate Conception in Loose Creek, Missouri. We would go down the hill, like through the woods, cross the highway as children. I mean, my goodness, we were kindergarten through.
And that was
maybe
back
4th.
before they built the new highway. So this was the main thoroughfare. If you were
That
going
is
from
correct.
Jefferson City to, honestly, if you're going from Jefferson City to St. Louis, this is how you went.
People flew by.
Yeah, that hill's fast.
That hill was fast, and there was a blind spot. And so they trusted these 7th and 8th graders.
They're
Maybe
obviously
6th grade?
trustworthy.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, we're still here to tell the tip.
we sure are.
So thank you, Stuckens, Verhoffs, and
Borgmeyers.
anybody else.
I mean, she wasn't related
Huh?
to him, but the Borgmeyers stayed there too.
Well, Borgmeyers were not related, but yes, they were part of the babysitting troupe. And I learned about Ace of Base there.
What'd she say?
Ace of Base.
And
What is that?
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. That's Ace of Base.
Seriously?
Yes, the
I thought
band.
that was Gwen Stefani. I don't know.
He doesn't actually do much for the band.
Yeah.
He mostly just shows up there and just plays the bass.
We took two weeks off, so
Yeah,
I feel so much more.
I was listening. I listened to your set list a lot on my commute into work, and this week 99 Revolutions.
That's one of the best ones we
by
do.
Goldfinger. It's
Yes.
So fun.
good. It was such a good
So fun.
idea for them to do
Yes.
a cover of that song.
My favorite part of that is as I'm singing it, it's like there's a whole section where they sing it in German, like the original song. And
Can you do that? I was wondering.
so what I do is I always make sure that I learn like the very important words, like the first line and then the very last line. Everything else is absolute gibberish.
Connor,
A true German
Connor,
person.
you've had like 4 years to learn the actual German.
My Duolingo's on Spanish right now, actually, although weirdly enough, German is actually my next one I want to learn. Because
Did you watch the Creed Higher AI version?
God, yes.
How good was that?
It's actually amazing, and I can't
Did you-
understand.
can
It's
you-
like if Earth, Wind, and Fire wrote Higher by Creed.
So
It's insane.
I was perusing YouTube Shorts,
Ian's trying to like be part of the podcast.
Come on, Ian, be a part of the
Ian,
pod.
come on.
Be a part of the pod.
But hey, okay, so Creed,
Creed is terrible. Just so we're clear.
You're
Ian, get your
Mr.
bald head out of here.
Mr. Cross.
Yeah, get your bald head. Hey,
in this.
Can you go get us our two flat
Hey,
Earth
how do you
farms
know
hats so
when
we can-
if somebody does CrossFit? They wear a bunch
They'll
of
tell you about
stupid
it.
shirts telling them that they do.
Are you guys in like race car seats? What is this?
It says gaming seats.
We are literally
Gaming.
in the most polar opposite.
Connor likes to play Dungeon and Dragons or whatever.
This is the most polar opposite seating arrangement.
No,
So the
no.
I was watching some video came up and it was this guy. He was awesome. He looked like just a soulful Southern man, and he goes, "Check this out. This is Creed Higher, but if they were sang by a '70s soul band." It was I loved it. Like I was grooving to it.
Was it good?
So just Google Creed Higher Soul,
Or just send it to her.
or I'll send it to you.
Just send it to her.
Well, that's easy. I will figure it out. This is gross. Ew. And gross. He's like, oh,
It's easy. You can just look up the least Googled song from the 90s and you'll find that song.
You don't understand, man. We're in a Creed revival right now. Like people
I
love it.
agree.
Just wait. Nickelback's
I mean,
next.
we're in-
The younger generations are singing it. They're requesting it at bars. It's
Look-
insane.
Limp Bizkit is
I
happening.
love that. I love that for Creed. I love that. And also,
Except for the
may
fact
I
that
just brag on myself? May I brag on myself for a minute? I think I single-handedly brought back the Goo Goo Dolls.
That is the most wildly wrong thing I've ever heard you say.
Is that wrong? They're in my top 1%.
We're gonna get copyright
the top
strikes.
1%.
No, it's AI.
here, Faith.
My so bad. You know every word. It's like gospel. That's good. Okay, fine. It was good.
How amazing was that?
It actually was pretty good. It was kind of gospel-y, but also like a little Stevie Wonder
Yeah,
in
it was
there.
soul,
cool.
dude. It was soul.
It was soul. That was great. You know what? Thank you for introducing that
You're welcome.
to our life.
You know, your world is going to change now that you've discovered AI versions of songs that are definitely going to be taking money away from artists. But it's okay.
Yeah, look at the.
Soul Creed.
It was so
Soul.
funny. It was AI. I don't even know if they can copyright that anymore. It's so funny.
That is the problem. Like, who's paying who?
And Connor,
these
what do we
days?
do
I don't
now?
know.
That's fine.
I don't know. So the daddy-daughter camp, anyway, the funniest part is that the packing list, there's all this stuff. It's like, bring your own s'mores, bring your own snacks, bring toys you don't want because you do a swapsies. And I was like, great, cool.
Whoa.
So it's like,
What are we swapping?
you have to choose. You have to choose possessions that you own and you swap it with other girls.
I know where you're going with that.
That's what I thought. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Dave Chappelle already tried this.
yeah.
Wait, what did Dave Chappelle do? Wait, what did Dave Chappelle do? I need to know.
Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you don't even know pop culture anyway,
Don't.
like we do.
She's being
No
a thick
pop
Random.
culture, you dumb shit.
Yeah.
What does Dave Chappelle swap?
Slap it.
Spit?
Gross, dude.
Gross. Katie,
Keep
this
going.
This is a Christian podcast.
Yeah,
okay?
keep going on the. This is a Christian libertarian podcast,
Mm-hmm.
even though we're not talking about politics. We're apolitical.
Or religion.
Yeah, this is.
Okay, so anyway, so you have to bring a item or two that you can swap, like in the swapsy session. You have to bring a gutted pumpkin, meaning a pumpkin that already has all the guts out of it.
I can make
Just for-
jack-o'-lantern.
Don't go with that.
My pigs love.
Well, because you're gonna carve the pumpkin there.
Yes,
And I was like,
to
well,
make a
one part's already
jack-o'-lantern.
out. Correct. And then you're gonna do all the crafts and whatever. And I was like, wow, this sounds fun. Reminds me of like Mary Kay and Ashley and Lindsay Lohan, The Parent Trap, all this stuff. Like good camp fun. Also reminds me of my 4-H camp when I was in 4th grade and had my first kiss behind a tree. Took a picture of it, showed Dad. That was a mistake. But the funniest part about this whole thing is on the packing list. The packing list for the daddy-daughter camp is
Whiskey.
the loyal order of the red solo cup. That's what they say. The loyal order of the red solo cup.
That's a.
Meaning,
Yep.
go ahead.
That's the idea is it's like
It's code for
you can bring alcohol, but the kids can't see you drink it, so drink it out of a red Solo cup.
Exactly.
Or
Red
the
Solo
Yeti.
cup.
So
I feel you. Let's have a party. Let's have a
Keith.
party. Hey, to Toby Keith.
to Toby
R.I.P.
Keith going out.
Cheers.
But I was so relieved when I saw this. And I know that this is like, I was like, how are you going to go camping and not have a cooler? Right? I was worried a little bit. But you know what? I'm not going on this camping trip. This is daddy-daughter. Good luck.
What is
But when I saw that on the packing list, I said, this is great. And he was just pouring his flask, filling up his flask with whiskey, and he's bringing a cooler, and you bring a cooler of kids snacks and drinks and s'mores and whatever, and you bring a daddy cooler, or it can all be one cooler. It doesn't matter. And yeah.
what whiskey is he
So
bringing?
I'm like, that's Maker's Mark.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I figured he would.
I used to work on that brand.
Yeah, I know. How did that work out for you?
I think it's probably my favorite whiskey.
Maker.
What are you
I don't think I've had
talking about?
Maker's Mark in like 10 years.
Maker's Mark used to be kind of a select. Now it's like it's. I almost want to call it the Jack Daniel's of bourbon, but I think that's actually a little insulting to Makers. Makers is fine.
That's
It's like
absolutely insulting. It is not Jack Daniel's, even though Jack has its time and place. It is I would say, made for females because, fun fact, the original maker,
the maker of
was
the mark.
a woman.
The maker of the mark was in fact a woman. Well, there you go.
I want to say her name was Dorothy, but we're going to have to fact check that. I don't know if that's right. Anywho,
Jamie, bring that up. Crap, we don't have a Jamie.
We need a Jamie.
We did.
Can you just be the Jamie?
we need a fact checker. Where's
I mean,
Gretchen?
I could look it up on the computer.
Gretchen really helped us. I think Gretchen needs to be our producer moving forward. Okay, so I have my docket. Look, it's my grocery list. I have my docket. Okay,
It's like 45 minutes.
Yeah. We're 45 minutes into this.
so we have to kind of take a little bit of
Speed
a
round.
trip down memory. So we watched Casper. Like I said, Casper is a 90s movie. 90s movies are the best.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a core memory of a 90s movie, and it was with Grandma Margie, and we went to Ramada Theater, which means 50-cent movies. Like
Yep.
we are 90s well, I was 80s, but I was born in the 80s, you were born in the 90s. And we went to 50-cent movies. The movies cost 50 cents.
You know,
Isn't that
well, I always thought
crazy?
about that. I was like, how does they make money on a 50-cent ticket? And I was like, oh, right, the candy and popcorn.
That's exactly what it was.
the candy and
and we
popcorn?
always had popcorn at a movie.
Yeah.
I love
Oh.
movie theater popcorn.
Movie theater popcorn is the number one popcorn.
Agreed. And huge buckets of it. Like, kind of gross, actually,
There's
if you think about it.
no-
Like, that is 3,000 calories, probably. But
And full
Okay.
of whatever.
all this artificial stuff, which you hate. But I love. Anyway, so Grandma Margie took all three of us to Titanic. Do you guys remember?
Do you remember that? I
No,
would have
not
been
that.
like, let's see, did that movie come out in 96?
That sounds right.
I would have
How old were you? You were 5.
Was 5. But I remember
I
that.
remember it.
I was 10 or 11. I was
just-
probably 11
The thing that
because I was born in.
I don't know. I've watched Titanic many times after that. It just Rose pisses me off.
There was enough room on that door for both of them. We know this. She just didn't want to get caught with her slam piece. We know Rose is the villain of Titanic.
I was ready to let it go. I was ready to let it go and just say it's just a movie. But then people on the internet kept bringing it up, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But then I kept thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know why I'm so emotionally invested in this movie.
because of
Rose-
Celine
I mean,
Dion.
it's because grandma,
Sucks.
your grandma took you.
Yeah. And Celine Dion.
I freaking love Celine Dion. Also, I want to do a cover of that song.
Wherever you are.
So Home by 11 is going to do a rock cover
we
of
should.
that.
We should.
Speaking of rock covers, well, hold on. Let me just finish the
Speaking of
story.
rock
So-
covers, Creed, did you know Creed did a rock cover of that song I showed you in the 90s? It was so good.
You mean the song they originated?
No, that was the first comment on the YouTube. So.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So, Grandma, the best part, just real quick, let me finish this thought. So, we were at the Ramada Theater 3 with Grandma Margie, and it was just us 4 total. Grandpa Fritz wasn't there. God bless him. Of course, he wasn't there.
He was
Like,
not
why
going to
would
go
he
to
be
that.
He knew
Grandma,
better.
Grandma took us to Titanic. Connor was 5. That means Tyler was 6. That means Katie was 10. And the sex scene when Jack draw me like one of your French girls. I remember core memory, grandma, to you boys, because I was sitting like on her right and you guys were sitting on her left, and she was like, "Close your eyes."
That's also the most grandma thing she'd say.
That's amazing.
I was like, girl, you brought a 5-year-old to Titanic, but I love it. I love it.
Dude, that'd be like me bringing my kids, like my older kids.
What was the movie
Oh,
rated? Was it PG or was it PG? It had to be
Dude.
PG-13.
No, it had been. Oh, I bet it was
It's PG.
13.
And yet,
Even with the
well, that just shows how much the 50 Cent Ramada movie theaters cared. They're like, 5-year-old, whatever.
We always have the movies that were like, they've already been in and out of theaters. So I bet we were 11, 7, and 6.
Yeah. Because usually by the time a movie hit the Ramada, it was already out available on VHS. Which remember that one had to have 2 VHS copies? Like you got
That did
2.
have 2 VHS. I missed that. I love a VHS. Can we just like go back to that? And DVDs, not bad at all.
DVDs are great, especially when you have the
These are-
commentary. Commentary was so awesome. But now it's just all streaming.
I know.
Yeah, streaming.
Now it's called streaming.
Suck.
Did you guys see MTV? Today.
What?
What?
What do you mean MTV died?
MTV folded. They died.
No,
Today.
I was on Yahoo.com and they didn't say anything about it. So
I hadn't seen it.
Why don't we fact check it? Why don't you Google it real quick? Not Yahoo it. What's Yahoo? Do you
guess-
say
can
Yahoo
you
it,
share-
or do you say boom?
do you share your screen?
Yes.
Shutting
gotta
down
see
some
it.
of its music channels.
Can you believe it?
Everybody's thinking about shutting down.
Right.
Katie,
MTV is not shutting down in the U.S. That's according to the Dayton Daily News.
you're literally just like,
I think that Dayton is wrong. What is this? Dayton, Ohio?
Yes. Okay. Google AI says, which you know is very trustworthy. Yes, MTV still exists, but it's significantly changing its format and closing its dedicated music-only channels, especially outside the U.S. While the flagship U.S. channel will continue and will still air events like the MTV Music Video Awards, its programming is now heavily focused on reality television and non-music content to cut costs and adapt to changing viewing habits. So,
MTV.
This is
cool.
what we call a cry for attention.
Well,
Yeah.
they. And
once Paramount owns it, so it's like they're doing something. I don't even know what Paramount's doing. At least it's not owned by Warner Brothers. God help any.
Charging me $7.99 a month.
Fuse TV.
Do you know that
Fuse was worth
Fubu? Do you know that Fubu has the audacity to charge $100? I saw Fubu. Do you remember Fubu? It was like $7, and
Yeah.
like now it's like has some sports teams or whatever. I saw that on our credit card bill. I told Ian, I was like, "What the fuck is that? I will never
Crap, I'm
pay
beating
that.
it.
Never cancel."
I'd rather read a book. But then again, if you read enough books, it would probably cost you the amount of that.
No.
You can't read. A book costs $16 if it's a hardback, and you're probably reading one book a month. So I would say that you will not get to $100 until 6 months in.
And Fubu costs $100 a month.
Turn off the editing
Insane.
box.
I agree.
We don't
So
want-
Yeah,
Fubu?
a lot of people are recording now. They're done with this. They're like, no, like streaming is getting too ridiculous. It's just turning into cable again. It's worse than cable.
Yeah, it's actually better. They're monetizing it more than cable.
we should have gone into the cable business.
We really should have.
Yeah, and oil and gas exploration, but
Yeah.
that's neither here
Well,
nor there. What's next on your list?
Okay. So remember, today's Friday. And now let's see if you can get this reference. It's Friday.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Whoa! What is that, Rebecca Black?
Yes, obviously. Voice
Obviously,
of our
you
generation.
guys are so young.
Actually, I
You're
did
so
see it.
young.
Dude, I saw an interview. She was like, you used to be super
that?
embarrassed about that. And I'm like, dude,
It probably made her so. I think that song made her.
it's
millions of
just like
dollars.
Waka Flocka.
She
He's
did.
so bad that he's good.
All right.
That's how it works. Like, that's what it
That's right.
is. And so she made a bunch of money. Anyway, she probably didn't, though. She was in hot.
Definitely did not. If Taylor Swift didn't make money off of her first 9 albums, anyway, she does now. She's a billionaire. Great. We'll talk about that later. So But all right, that's not the Friday reference I was making. So
I
it's
know.
Friday.
And then it goes, damn!
Yes!
How do you get fired on your day off? I haven't seen that movie in so long. I want to rewatch it. It is one of the greatest movies of all time.
It is for sure. And then the uncle, oh my gosh. It's
What's the uncle's
best.
name? Smoke? No, it's
I don't know. But then everybody in that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
so good.
It's so
Ice
great.
Cube,
Yeah.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for the people listening that don't know, we're talking about Friday, the movie. And there's also
Next Friday, and then Friday
Next
after
Friday.
next. And actually, no joke, I think they're all good.
Yeah.
I think they're all great.
They all
I
have kind of a
remember
different storyline going on.
it's really entertaining cinema. And
it's
it's
so
Ice
funny.
Cube, Chris Tucker. And the big like line that's probably like the viral thing is it's Friday, ain't got no job, ain't got no money, and ain't got shit to do. So every Friday morning I've been waking my kids up.
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
Like, you are so lucky, kids. It's Friday. You ain't got no job.
That movie.
Speaking
was
of-
fantastic.
So speaking of trilogies, the Friday trilogy,
Mhm.
you know, the best trilogy of all time. This is a hot take. I'm just throwing it out there. The best
Look
trilogy.
at you with your, like, Xennial lingo. Hot take
The best trilogy of all time is, can you guess it? My
for
favorite.
the ring.
For sure my favorite. But what? The
Lord of
Austin
the Rings.
the Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
That's good.
Austin Powers,
Okay, tell us-
International Man of History.
International Man of Mystery.
Austin Powers Gold,
No, the,
The
spy who shagged me.
and then Austin Powers Gold Member. It was the best.
Go. It's so fun.
I remember it took me like 2 movies to figure out that Austin Powers is actually playing all the other characters.
like 6 characters in every single movie.
Fat
So-
bastard, amazing.
That bad.
So one segue about that one, like in the last Austin Powers in Goldmember, big twist is that Dr. Evil and Austin Powers are actually brothers. And the point of that is how stupid and ridiculous that is. However, in the most recent actual James Bond movie, Inspector, they have the guy who plays Blofeld. Oh yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen this. Blofeld, who is played by Christoph Waltz, who does a really good job at it. The big twist is that James Bond and Blofeld are brothers, and everyone was trafficking on. It's like, how did you take a plot line from Austin Powers and turn that into an actual James Bond movie? Are you insane?
It's amazing. Is what it was.
It's so dumb. It's one of
Also,
it's.
Don't they have different accents? Isn't
Yes!
Christoph like
Waltz has like an
German.
Austrian accent because he's Austrian.
Austrian?
And they're like, well, they're like step brothers, but again, it's a whole thing. It's the dumb. It's why the movie did not do very well. Even though it sucks because Christoph Waltz would be the perfect Blofeld. Just don't make them brothers. Just make them Blofeld. It's fine. Ian would also appreciate that one. He's a big James Bond guy.
Probably, but Ian is nowhere to be found.
Good. We
Uh,
can go away.
yeah, because he's getting ready for camping and he's got to put the kids to bed.
Well, the kids, hopefully, I don't hear any noise from upstairs, so I think we're okay for a second. Okay, next on the docket. So I started listening to Life of a Showgirl,
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
It's his favorite album.
It's my favorite album. Tyler, did we just become best friends?
Well, we were that before. I honestly haven't heard it
Not as
yet.
good as Red. Red was her.
Yeah.
I think it's her best. It's hard to say it's her best because we've grown up with her. Tyler, didn't you meet her or did DT meet
No,
her?
we went to a concert at Arrowhead with me, DT, Kayla
At
Kanan, and then Kelsey, our friend.
Gosh, you were so young.
Her
How
name's
old are you?
Ramirez now. I can't remember what her maiden name is.
Oh gosh, what was her maiden name?
It
Anyways,
doesn't matter.
yes, big Swiftie fans. Also, another hot take, and maybe an unpopular opinion, but the best Taylor Swift song of all time is Permanent Marker. It was unreleased.
What album? I don't even know this.
It was unreleased. It wasn't a single, it was amazing.
If it's unreleased, how do you know about this?
I don't know. I could look it up. It like wasn't a single. Maybe it was on an
Oh,
album.
Taylor will absolutely copyright strike us.
Yeah, I can't play it.
Yeah.
I mean, even though
I
we're
think-
praising her right now.
She enjoys when people
What is my
have her
favorite
name
Taylor
in her.
Swift song?
Hey, segue. Why isn't Taylor Swift on Joe Rogan?
Now that would be a
Why would she
great
be on
podcast.
Joe Rogan?
She went on the Travis Kelce podcast.
Right, but it's a whole different format. Luke Combs was on Joe Rogan, and that was a really good one.
I
What
think
are
I'm
you talking
gonna
about?
think I'm gonna see Luke Combs and Dirks Bentley at over in Indiana. Oh, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
Dame?
Katie, I want to go. When is it?
Okay, April 2026.
Was it a weekend? All right. Have you bought the tickets yet? All
They're
right.
not even out probably on sale yet.
I don't know
When it happens, let me know. I want to go.
Yeah, you can just buy them for us.
You guys have more money than I do.
Oh, I farm pigs.
You're building a barn. You clearly have the money for major infrastructure projects.
You don't know how farming works.
Yeah, no, you gotta have friends in low places.
I was gonna say
I'm just playing.
you
I do want to go to that concert though. That'd be amazing.
Okay, we'll do that. Sorry. So, how do I get that permanent marker song?
dude, you're gonna have
What
to
album was it?
I don't know.
Go on
It was
YouTube.
unreleased or something.
It's out there.
No, here, look it
When
up.
did you
Karen,
hear about
look it
this?
up.
Like, what era of your life?
Taylor Swift, Permanent Marker. It's the best song she's ever made.
Better than Exile with Bon Iver.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's the best song she's ever done.
Okay, look it up. No, look up there. So, is an unreleased song by Taylor Swift. The song is confirmed. I don't know why.
The song was rumored to have been intended for Swift's 2008 album Fearless.
So it leaked online in 2014. The song a few times live between 2006 and 08.
It is theorized that this song is about a girlfriend of Taylor's brother, Austin Swift, who she didn't like. Which, you know what? Shout out to Austin Swift. That's a badass name, actually.
That is super cool.
Dude.
Some people have stage names. She was born with it.
Yeah.
So you should listen to it
Or-
outside of the podcast. It's the best. It's the best song she's
Okay.
ever made.
I'm just trying to think
I've
what
been
my
a Taylor fan since our song.
I was gonna say she should do another country album. I think she would kill it.
I think she would. I know
Like
she's
get your Luke Combs, get Morgan Wallen, hell, get Post Malone on one.
she's
of
like
those. That'd be
evolved.
great.
She's evolved so much past that. Like she's yeah. She could do anything. But I like the
If of a showgirl, it's just like an incredible evolution. Tortured Poet Society, totally slept on it. I slept on that album. I was like, nah, for me. Now I'm going back and I'm like, this is fucking great.
Yeah.
I thought Midnight's was the best. And because Antihero, Karma, all sorts of good stuff on there.
She keeps it unique. She keeps it different. It's not all the same.
She keeps it 100.
She keeps it 100. There ain't no 6'7".
There ain't no 6'7", it's only 100, baby. And so, to close this out, so in the last game, we were in Loose Creek. That was so much fun. We had such a good time.
That was a good time.
We were in Loose Creek. We were watching the Chiefs game. They had a 7 o'clock game on a Sunday night. Taylor was there.
She sure was.
Travis Kelce tried to catch a pass, and I think he did catch it.
He caught it. I know exactly which
He
play
did.
you're
I know
talking
what we're
about.
Did catch it. Awesome. Good. Amazing. He fell like on his head. And my brain goes to, so what if Travis Kelce is like just paralyzed from the neck down?
Oh, hypothetical. Well, that's like saying hypothetically.
Yeah, it depends. And like, look, I think, I mean, the fact that they're getting married and Taylor is pretty notorious for being like, I need to love you because this is her first engagement, is it not?
It is her first engagement.
Clearly she likes him. And it's kind of one of those where it's like, I think she would because, but again, I don't know. That's a personal decision by her. But no, I remember that play because he caught it, Bout got a touchdown. He was like 2 yards short. And I mean, he landed right on his head. But, Travis has been landing on his head since high school.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what football players do.
Yeah. Let's just say in the years there might be some CTE in there at some point, but
Yeah, it's like saying if I had the same.
it's a dangerous sport.
It's the same situation. If I had, like, hypothetically, if I had plantar fasciitis, would I still run the Boston Marathon? Well, of course I would. It would just hurt, and I would feel really empty inside, and I would be looking for another foot.
But your wife would leave you, not for the plantar fasciitis, but because you decided to leave and go to Boston to go run the marathon. And she'd be like, "You're just gonna leave me alone with 4 children
She would be
and the farm."
super pissed. No, she'd demand. She wouldn't demand anything. She would just tell me she's coming with me.
Actually, you know what? She would. It'd be like, "This is our vacation."
She's like, "Yeah, we're going." I mean, you're not going anywhere by yourself.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I can't run a marathon with you guys. So, except for that guy. Did you see that guy who ran the marathon in jeans?
No.
Wait,
Did not see
you
the
guys
guy
haven't
that-
heard this?
in jeans. That's
Look at the
worse.
picture, Connor. Look at the picture.
Looking it up.
He ran a marathon in jeans.
Haynes.
So how do you share your?
Pruitt is the name.
Second.
This was a missed opportunity by Hanes Underwear, by the way.
What are you talking about?
They should have the Hanes should have been like, oh, here we are.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Here, let's go to Google Images.
No shit. This is Chicago?
No, Boston. Fastest
look at
marathon
that.
runner.
Look at that.
Clock's at 2:42 in
You-
denim.
Sorry, but
Chafing
he looks
isn't the
great.
problem.
Look at the guy behind him. He's like, are you kidding? How am I losing to a man in jeans? It's just going for it.
Dude, it was so funny.
Well, the guy's in purple and a tank top and like some arm guards.
He is.
Anyways, yeah, that was cool.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, well, you know what? We got to wrap this up. I think the last bit of thing on my docket was, so we have parent-teacher conferences. Do you guys have parent-teacher conferences this week?
Not this week, but yes, we do have.
I don't, since I'm not a parent or a teacher.
Well, we can conference you.
You know what? I should. Can I just go to one of them?
No, me and Katie were gonna give you.
No, we mean that we will conference you.
Yeah.
Like we will give you feedback.
Oh,
on
fair
our
enough. Fair enough.
conference.
I will decide. Yeah.
We'll put you in the little chair that the kids sit in. It's a real thing. We're at the kindergarten
It is
table with their
really- they're just
teacher,
a little-
and we're sitting here like, yeah.
They do that on purpose. They absolutely do that
So
on
my
purpose.
kid struggles with the words R and L. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
That comes from the Asian side of the family,
Yeah.
which it's not part of our family in any way, shape, or
Okay, go ahead.
So Ava's in first grade, just like Owen. Tyler's oldest is in first grade. And we went to the parent-teacher conferences tonight. And the teacher said, well, Ava just like needs everything to be perfect. So it takes her a very long time to do kind of anything. Write letters, or like her actual letters, not letters in the mail. Letters like A, B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. Do her writing, do math, whatever. And I was like, girl, I came home and told Ava, I said, girl, perfect is so boring. Why do you need to be perfect all the time? And she, swear to God, she was just like, I have to be perfect. And I'm like, what is that about? Sorry to get a little like,
Whoa.
yeah. But like, what is that about? Why do you just think they need to be perfect? I have never thought I needed to be perfect ever. And honestly, better about it.
I don't know. You portrayed the
go ahead, finish your thought.
I'm not mediocre
Finish.
vibe. Yeah,
That is the nicest compliment you've ever said to me.
what I'm
by
talking
the
about.
way.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough though. You got to keep her self-esteem up, and that trying to be perfect, that's gonna be tough for him. Yeah, so I think you just got beat into your head, and
But not physically.
Right, I was gonna say.
we say crap like that down here, but that it's okay not to be perfect.
As long as you try, as long as you
Yeah.
gave 110%.
Yeah, as long as you're not 6'7".
I truly think that being perfect is boring. Not to like toot our own horn, but like I listen to a lot of podcasts and I think that people try so hard to be perfect and just on. And I like our podcast because it's literally us siblings just shooting the shit. We have no agenda. I mean, I have like a grocery list of stuff I want to talk about, and that helps to carry the conversation. But we just like, we're authentic and we are definitely not perfect.
I'll
Let's say
I'll
that.
tell you something about being perfect. So Grandma Siebold told me this one time. When I lived with her for 6 months post college, which was actually, we should say this for another podcast. I'll tell you all about it. It was the best. So put that in your docket for some other time. But anyways, I told Grandma I think it was about like fly fishing or something. I said, Grandma, I would like to be, I think I wanted to like master fly fishing. I wanted to be like a master. And she said, Tyler, you don't want to be a master at fly fishing, because the masters, that's all they do. They do one thing and they do it. And they do it until they master it, right? You need to be a jack of all trades. Do a lot of different things well enough, but not to master level. And she said, you do not want to be a master at anything. Master of none, jack of all trades. And look at me now.
Obsessed is the pointer of this.
Be a
Yeah.
jack of all trades.
Be a
master of
jack.
none.
If you're a jack of all trades and you own a farm, then you won't be bored. Let's put it that way. If you're bored,
You won't be rich.
you won't monetarily. You won't be rich.
You might. But you know what? You'll be happy.
Hey, today was the first day I've ever done concrete in my entire life. I poured concrete ever. It's exactly as easy as I thought it would be.
And you now have more experience doing that than I'd say 90% of the population in this country.
That's true. We mixed it together in a skid steer bucket. We'll try and get a video up sometime of us doing it. Gretchen did it. Owen was taking a video on the back of the flatbed while we're doing it. It was awesome.
I love that. No, follow us on TikTok. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. This was our podcast for the evening. And we have so many pointers that we will, point out.
There you go.
I think Friday nights are where it's at on.
You know what? I'm not.
pointers.
I'm
I
actually,
actually think so too. This is so good. This is so fun. Because we don't have real lives on Fridays, which is actually kind of
I have a long week of work, and I'm ready to not be at work. So
oh yeah.
exactly same.